Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XVI. The game is finally out and we can continue with this episode 3. I have been literally counting down the minutes before I could play this. I've had it sitting here open on my PlayStation 5 pre-downloaded and counting down the minutes, and here we are finally. That demo was absolutely incredible. I could not believe how good they did with that demo, and how quickly they were able to get me to buy into the characters and draw me into this story and world. This story and world feel like they're going to be very, very rich, and I'm very excited to get into this. Now, let's talk about a couple of the things that we know and some of the things that we don't know from what we experienced in the demo. What I did find out after I played the demo is that the lore thing that we can do with the center pad, we could have opened that up from the very beginning of the game, before the tutorial even told us about it. And through that, we could have learned a little bit more about the world and the characters that we were experiencing in some of those beginning cutscenes. We've got that big guy named Kupka, I believe his name is, and Benedicta, who I think are bad guys. And I think that I assumed that Benedicta was going to be Shiva, and I'm not so sure of that anymore. There was a reference to her being cold, and it almost looked like she was using ice magic, but she did it to light a pipe, so I think it was actually just blue fire. So there's a possibility that Benedicta isn't Shiva, which seems to be what Clive's goal is right now in the current time. And that means that I don't know who Shiva is. And that also means that Titan might be Kupka. I'm not really sure. We're going to have to see where that goes. And we're also going to have to try and get an understanding of kind of what's going on between these factions. It seems like there's two factions in this battle. There is the Dhalmekians, and there are the Ironbloods. And I believe that we are a third group that is working with the quote-unquote Empire, which they had a name for it, but that's who we supposedly are working for. So we're trying to be a third party infiltrating this fight to take down Shiva. That seems to be our goal. That's all I really know at this point. We're gonna have to learn a lot more about all these characters, especially Kupka, Benedicta, and find out who's Titan, who's Shiva, etc. We also know that our mother has betrayed us, very cold-heartedly. So we're going to have to figure out what to do about her when we run into her, inevitably, later in this game. But that's what we do and don't know. There's a lot of questions that I still have, but I am very excited to find out. So now that we've kind of done that, I did want to mention, I have decided, after seeing the Digital Foundry video on this game, I have decided to play in quality mode instead of performance mode. Performance mode is not consistent. Even a lot of the time when it's supposed to be 60, it's actually closer to 40. And it was found that for the most part, the 30 frames per second was very, very consistent and gave kind of a better overall experience. Obviously, some people will disagree with that and think that no matter what, anything above 30 is going to be better. But I have always preferred stability over that. Now, something that they did say in there, and this may be important for you to know, is that in the actual battles themselves, the performance mode actually dips to some like 720p mode, where you actually do get a pretty solid 60 FPS gameplay. But obviously you're working with a lower fidelity game while you're in the battles, and then as soon as you come out of the battles, it goes back to that fluctuating, 60 to 40 FPS. But for me, and for all of you, I want to put this game forward with its best foot, and I feel like its best foot is going to be with the quality mode, where it's very, very consistent. And I feel like this is going to be a very cinematic game that's going to lend itself really well to a 30 FPS, especially if we have to have motion blur on, which is also something that I actually tend to like more than most people do. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, redeemable items. Additional content is now available for redemption. These items can be claimed from the system tab in the main menu. Alright, that's probably for people who, got the deluxe edition and things like that. I think I actually might have a code. I actually bought 2 versions of this game, one digital and one physical deluxe edition. One of them probably has something. Okay, is the Shiva Titan battle already done? The Nycies Defile.
Welcome back.
Sorry. What's our situation?
Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
God, that's brutal.
And?
It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's. I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting.
Okay, so let's maybe look at some of this stuff. So they're calling us Wyvern now. So a slave soldier for the Holy Empire of Sanbreak. Okay, so there's that name again. We're going to have to remember that name. Now in his 13th year of servitude, though drafted as a frontline infantryman, the magical might granted him by the blessing of the Phoenix quickly saw him promoted to an elite squadron of assassins, where he was assigned the moniker by which he is now known. Their latest mission? To descend into the Nycies Defile, where bloody battle rages between the Iron Kingdom and the Republic of Dalmatia, and take the head of Shiva's dominant. Okay. So Shiva, the Warden of Ice, whose appearance on the battlefield makes her enemy's blood run cold. The Iron Blood sent Shiva against the Republican forces in the Nycies Defile, where she dueled against Titan, the Eikon of Earth. Okay, then we got Titan. So the Warden of Earth, of whom Hugo Kupka is the current dominant. So Shiva is not Benedicta. Okay. That was an assumption that I made that was totally wrong. There we go. He takes the form of a stone-skinned giant whose granite fists shake the earth with every mighty pummel. Titan's dominant awakens among the peoples of the Dalmatian deserts, the recipient of his strength being granted great power and status by the Republic in return for a commitment to protect the nation in times of war. So we're the bastards, huh? A unit of Imperial Army assassins tasked with taking the head of the Iron Kingdom's dominant Warden of Ice and vessel for the icon Shiva. All of its members, including its leader Tiamat, are bearers, branded men pressed into servitude for their ability to wield magic. This was something else that I wanted to talk about because I was wondering what bearers were, and I wasn't able to look at the lore entry for that with active time lore when it was brought up. People who can just kind of like use magic without crystals are the ones who become bears. They're basically kind of like forced into slavery from birth. Bears forced to fight for the nations that enslave them, able to cast powerful magics yet entirely disposable. They are often placed on the front lines in battle or assigned to highly dangerous scouting or assassination missions. Considering the power that would naturally give somebody, I can understand why, people would maybe consider enslaving them to keep them from gaining more power. I wonder how that's actually going to play out. How is it that they're able to keep people who have innate magic from rising up against them? That's what I'm wondering. Now, we know that people who have crystals can also use magic, so maybe that's part of it, is that the crystals help keep the natural magic users in line in some way. Okay, we don't need to worry too much about that. Let's continue.
After you do, that is.
So we seem pretty close to Biast.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
Okay, chance encounter. New iconic abilities. The iconic abilities Scarlet Cyclone and Heatwave for the Phoenix are now available for acquisition and upgrade on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Do not forget that once acquired, new abilities must be equipped on the Gear and Icons tab.
How do they...
Okay. So we first had to get it in Abilities. So Phoenix Shift is the one that we've been using. Rising Flames we've been using. And Scarlet Cyclone is new. So technically it gave us these. We don't actually have to unlock those ones. Heatwave we don't have. Summon a projectile, dispelling wall of liquid flame before launching several deadly shockwaves. Wave force is amplified upon dispelling magic. Okay. So it's like a projectile shield almost. And then Scarlet Cyclone, spin quickly, creating a ring of fire that burns all enemies in range. And then Flames of Rebirth, summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames while also partially restoring Clive's HP. That one costs a lot. Alright, we only have 76 more. Do we want to get anything else? I don't know. For now, let's hold off.
Just to kill something.
Gear and icons. Okay, Phoenix Shift is just always there, I think. Okay, actually, there will be other options eventually. Interesting. And then we can only choose square or triangle. Cyclone and Rising Flames. Yeah, Heatwave might be a little bit more advanced, so I think I'm going to start with these and then eventually we'll try out Heatwave if we start running into projectile enemies.
Can do this.
They don't. Only the girl holding its leash.
Alright, it's been a week, so it might take me a second to get back into how to battle, but it shouldn't take me long. Okay, Stone Skin Tonic.
All the old trails are gone.
God, this is a
It'll be hell
beautiful
finding
game.
a way out.
Do you think a retreating army and their dominant will fare any better?
Okay, lots of cracking sounds. It's making me nervous.
By the flames.
Oh my god. Those are the guys that got stepped on. It seems like Titan doesn't really give a shit about his own people. He's gonna take out whoever gets in his way.
Did you hear that?
Down there. So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host.
Wait. Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her.
The dominant. Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming. And I see many.
Okay, that was a lot of information. Good God. Let's see. Okay, so dominants, those within whom sleeps the power of an icon, though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared the realm over. So the Iron Crusade, the fighting forces of the Iron Kingdom, ultimate command rests with the king, who issues orders directly to the commanders of each of his battalions. Ironblood soldiers generally prefer heavy clubs and great axes over swords and other light weapons. This rather brutal approach is indicative of their overall attitude, which has earned them a reputation on the continent as savage, if somewhat primitive warriors. And they seem to have been our family's sort of like main enemy.
We end this quickly.
So did our kingdom fall into the Ironblood hands or the Empire's? Probably the Empire's, right? Oh, that's... No. That's definitely Jill. Is Prime a way to pass on the power of Dominant? Or an Eikon, I mean?
What Alvation Naukin, Alad Scully asked.
How did Jill become Shiva? And she's obviously being forced to work with the Iron Bloods. Oh, she's fighting us!
Avis, care to kill some Iron Blood?
Gladly.
Wyvern, you focus on the target.
Understood.
Oh, okay.
I'm in your debt.
Oh, that was quick.
Orders, Sergeant! Stop talking and move! Fucking Eikons. Eikon? She's not even fully primed!
Oh, she is kicking my ass right now.
Not this time.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
So they're using kids to keep her from not working with them. Okay, she kept going.
Leave me be!
So there seems to be some kind of timing thing I can do to keep like a combo going between my attack and my triangle ability. We're gonna have to figure out how to do that better. Okay, Frozen Tears. Like that was definitely Jill, right? Used in crafting, healing, and used in crafting.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well,
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, it's Jill. Damn. Looks like she's had a hard life.
No, that's not you. Not here.
I'll bloody do it then.
No. Oh, shit.
Fuck. We've got company, Wyvern. What the hell are you doing? Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards!
So they treat their dominants the same way they treat bears the rest of the country over?
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her. Know her!
Look around you! Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here! Now that that's done, I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
Not happening.
I can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty.
Damn right.
I just fight to survive.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she.
Let's find out.
Ooh, he kept going.
This time.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wyvern! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak
Oh,
as if
we
we don't
missed.
bear the same brand, Sergeant. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket. Then you will die.
Oh man, this feels so good.
Years ago.
Oh, didn't dodge that one. Hell yeah.
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand.
This time.
Ooh, okay, I think he countered me.
I'll take your head.
Oh, he had a third in that combo. Wrong button.
traitor's blade.
Tiamat bested. Oh my god, I'm gonna love this game. God, that was fun. That was fun. Oh my gosh. I think we just became a fugitive. Okay, down to 1. Let's go. Excuse me? Are we about to meet Ramu's dominant? It's Torgal! I don't know who this guy is, but thanks.
This way.
Oh, I love this voice actor. This voice actor's so good.
Well, come on then.
It's our Sid.
Fuck. Fuck.
This music track rocks, dude. We don't even know that's Torgal yet, do we?
Hugo, dear, my proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare? I expected more from the mighty Titan.
Now I'm wondering if
With the
she's...
Ice Queen on her back. No doubt.
Now I'm wondering if she's gonna be Garuda.
But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
With the feather motif?
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid.
Oh, you know each other.
Gather the men. We have work to do.
She's gonna be a fun villain. I feel like her and Kupka are gonna be really fun villains.
Jill. Is it really you? And who's this fine hound I see before me?
A fine hound who saved your life. That's who.
Torgal.
Hey?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands.
They don't know each other?
Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type.
I wonder if... So Sid may not know... I immediately thought that he knew Jill, but maybe not. And maybe Torgal was with Jill the whole time. Clive's faithful friend, now fully grown after the tragic events at Phoenix Gate, Clive believed that Torgal was lost to him forever. However, their paths were to cross again some 13 years later when Torgal's new master, Sid, came to Clive's rescue in the depths of the Nycies Defile. Okay, they do know each other. Despite their long years apart, the two know each other as if not a single day had passed since their separation. Jill Warwick, dominant of Shiva and Clive's childhood friend. In the depths of the Nycies Defile, the two came to blows at the orders of the armies that enslaved them. Jill fighting to defend the priests of the Iron Knights, Clive obeying the Empire's orders to take the head of Shiva's dominant. Exhausted from her tilt with Titan, Jill came close to falling to her assassin's blades, but was spared at the last moment when Clive's memories of their time together came flooding back. She looks great. She looks awesome. Cornered by a battalion of Iron Kingdom Crusaders in the depths of the Nycies Defile, Clive thought his end was nigh until Sid appeared and spirited him and Jill away to his secret hideaway in the Deadlands. I mean, come on, bro, that hasn't happened yet. Let's be cool. Don't spoil it.
Clive Rosfield.
Okay, he knows who we are. Weird.
Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for. None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion. Back her up.
No! Oh.
Not another step. I mean it.
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right.
Yeah, he doesn't know what their intentions are. I can understand that.
You're welcome to join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
The voice acting is terrific.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
Hi, Torgal. You're a big guy now, huh? Our pup grew up. Okay, so this is where we are. Okay, just taking a look at the... So this is the crystal that we fought over. So... the archipelago that the Iron are they from off-map? Are they kind of like a warring nation that comes over here? Guess we'll have to figure that out, huh? Okay, there's another one of the big crystals. There's another one of them. And there's another. 4 crystals, that's pretty standard Final Fantasy stuff. Look at this pit, dude. I want to see that. Okay. And where we're heading, the hideaway, right in the center of everything. I wonder what these little gates are about. Maybe they're supposed to demonstrate where certain countries are broken up. We'll figure out more about that later. The withered remnants of a once verdant valley long consumed by the blight, one would have to be either extremely foolish or extremely desperate, or an extremely desperate fool to make the wasteland their home. Sounds like a good place to hide then, doesn't it? So what's Sid's story?
Not much further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you. The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbors.
The last place anyone would think to look.
Home sweet home.
The Hideaway, Central Storm. Looks really cool. This game looks
This
amazing.
place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nerve. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
I wonder if this is a haven for bearers, too.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the dominant.
Out cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
I was wondering how to pronounce that.
None will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
We've got a character named Karen, spelt with a CH, that takes a toll. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Hideaway. Alright, pressing the pad opens a detailed map of your current area. Main scenario destinations are marked with a red icon. Yeah, so the voice actor for Sid, he's also just a regular actor, and a good one at that. And dude, the dude has a singular voice, like you're always gonna recognize it the second it comes out, but like, he's got such a good voice. Anytime he voices anything, it just makes me happy.
You reckon he's a soldier then?
Look how good this
Surprised
looks.
if he wasn't. The smell of war is thick about him.
Man, I don't know, this, like, I have to think about it, but this might feel the most next gen of anything I've played that's supposedly been next gen. Like, God of War Ragnarok looked really good too, but that one also crossed between two gens, so it like wasn't built from the ground up for it. So like, this looks great. Okay, let's continue though. Let's look around a little bit.
When he's not out chasing rumours, Sid's up there in that hole of his, brooding and scheming.
Lay off the man. Got plenty to brood about.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Good advice, thanks buddy. I'll keep that in mind.
Still hungry, are you?
Might have something around here.
Okay, blacksmith. Good talk. Honestly, man after my own heart. I'll be honest, in social situations, I'm not a very chatty person.
The washroom floor's all mended then?
It'll hold. For now.
Sid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
Okay, I'm sure we'll be doing more with these characters.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that.
Really?
You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
Are we all... Is everybody here a bearer? I wonder. Interesting.
Leave me be.
Not until you've had your medicine.
I wonder if the brand itself has some kind of innate magic that...
Apples are all foul. Would you rather you went without?
I mean, I don't think it does, because... Who knows, maybe.
I suppose I'll be needing a new sword.
Then you'll need to speak with Blackthorn.
Okay, so that's where we need to go. I thought that's where this would lead. But let's try and look up here.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end.
That was nice, Spoony Bard.
What do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
Well done, good sir. Okay, this leads up there too.
I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. All right. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
He knows a lot.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield. I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Avenged?
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
The Phoenix's evil twin. Well, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Yet. Do they have a name for themselves?
Ready,
Like, what is the name of this group? Do they have a name?
Everything you need down in the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun.
All right. So it's so weird. Like it's such a huge mystery what really happened with Clive turning into Ifrit that day. Like, he didn't have control, so what was that all about? Does he actually have the power of Ifrit within him? And if so, then does somebody else have the power to control dominance? Or icons? I'm trying to think if there's like a Final Fantasy summon that has like powers of control of some kind. There's nothing that's coming to mind, but...
I'll see she's not disturbed.
Okay, that's where our girl's at. But yeah, like it's a huge mystery.
He's in... Oh no.
You okay, buddy?
Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
There's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is then.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Is Goots scared of us?
The forge is down the end. Just follow the sound of Blackthorn's hammer.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? No time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
Damn. That's what he gave us? Rum? Alright, let's give the man some continental rum.
Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Oh, damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
Okay, the crafting of new gear, as well as the upgrading of existing gear, can be done at a blacksmith, as long as you have the recipe and the proper materials. Select a highlighted item from the list and hold X to craft or upgrade. Alright, Iron Feelings 12 out of 12, Iron Belt +1. What is it? What did it start as? You can also go to Reinforce. So Craft is creating something new. So it's a 23 and it's going to be higher than whatever we've got.
the belt, Caesar Square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
And rum,
I'll
apparently.
bear that in mind. Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
Okay. Notices. When something is changed in the hideout, a notice will appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, in addition to stock updates for Karen's Toll and new forging recipes for the Black Hammer. There are also notices for new quests, new missives, and many other things. A icon will also appear in-game as well as on the local map to indicate recent updates.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
What else you got for me?
Well, I ain't the cook, am I?
Though if you've tasted Kenneth's brown, I might as well be. Sid needed a smith and I needed a smithy. Call it a marriage of convenience. Doesn't hurt that the forge here's the hottest this side of hell, or that it works without magic. I won't have no bearer suffering for me.
Anything needs repairing?
Or retooling, you bring it here, along with your own materials and any scraps left over. I keep.
What do you want?
Okay, frozen tear and wyrite. Okay, so we need broadsword 1 before we can go to broadsword 2. We technically do have the meteorite, but we don't have this yet. So if we had a broadsword, we'd have everything to make it into a broadsword 2. Does it also cost gil? Or is it only materials? I'm only seeing materials. Okay, so if we get a broadsword, we can go broadsword 1 and broadsword 2. We could also upgrade this if we wanted to. So defense and health is the second one with the heart icon.
And?
Not really sure. Hold on.
Make it quick.
Yeah, you don't forge anything new, right? Oh, actually, you can create a broadsword here. Gotcha. We're just 3 wyrite short.
That it?
Fair enough.
Fine.
You take it back and tell that blockhead I'm not.
Thanks, Goots.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Come on, nearly there.
What a weirdo. He's a strange dude.
You, blankets, quick as you like. All right, we make them comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you're just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me? What the hell have I got myself into?
Curmudgeon.
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, you won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Was Ty the one looking after Jill?
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
Just now.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
Another fine day at the Hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything, you ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Right.
Oh, and thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
Side quests unlocked, okay. Keep an eye out for the green icon above the heads of certain NPCs. These indicate they have a quest to offer. A list of current and completed quests can be viewed on the Journal tab in the main menu. After accepting a quest, quest objectives will appear in the to-do list located on the right side of the screen. Objectives for the main scenario and up to 3 side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Well, that's kind of nice. Any quest can be prioritized on the Journal tab in the main menu by highlighting it and pressing X. Objectives for prioritized quests will remain displayed in the to-do list until the quest is completed or another quest is given priority. Priority status for a quest can be removed by highlighting it and pressing X again. The following Hideaway facilities are also now available: the 1,000 Tomes, an ever-growing compendium of all things Valisthea, and the Orchestration, a personal jukebox for songs collected throughout the game. Oh, cool. So we're going to be collecting songs like we did in 15 as well, huh? Both are located in the Hideaway's Eatery, the Fat Chocobo, and can be found on the local map, opened by pressing the center pad.
Who are these people? I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
Ooh, we're getting called out.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops around Valisthea. Shop stock changes as the story progresses, so be sure to check in frequently. Okay, so we can buy a broadsword. Alright, where does it say how much gil we have? We have 516. Ooh, okay. Iron bracers. There are 5 more than what we've got on. We're doing fine on those, I feel like.
It'd better all be here.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a guilty name.
Yeah, no shit.
You're taking his side now? And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
thank me? Thank your dog.
He is a good boy. Did he just get me a bunch of free shit? Well done, Torgal. The power of dog is strong. I'll tell you what, when I take my pug out on walks, he gets way more attention than me. Nobody gives a shit what I'm doing. They all want to talk to the dog. And honestly, that's the way I like it. Now what the hell is this? The Arete Stone is now accessible. This customizable virtual battlescape provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Additional options will become available as Clive progresses through the story. Okay. The Hall of Virtue. You know, I think that we're going to have to check that out, but I think that's going to have to happen in the next episode. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody, and here we are. It's Final Fantasy 16. I'm so happy. I can't wait for the next one. Let's go. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Andrew Smith, Chris Murphy, JW, Bracken, Quinless, Chris Smith, Vlado101, Andy Ford, The Blue Electric Cat, and Kyle Schluter. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.